Thank you for calling the Washington, D.C. office of Congresswoman Ocasio-Cortez, representing the 14th Congressional District of New York. If you are a constituent of New York's 14th Congressional District, please press 1. If you are calling to discuss casework or to open a case, please press 2. If you are calling from another congressional office, please press 3. If you are calling from an outside organization, please press 4. To schedule a tour of the Capitol or have a flag flown over the Capitol, please visit our website at ocasio-cortez.house.gov.
It's disgusting. People are in here and they're making fun of feminism now. As you can see, International Men's Day isn't a day at all. It's not. It's pretty much just a way for men to make fun of women.
That our campaign and my candidacy has a very specific point of view, but also in part, actually largely in part, because I do not take any corporate lobbyist money. They know that I'm working for them. They know that they can call my office and pick up the phone and say, hey, you know, this is something that we disagree with, and that I have an obligation to listen to my community.
Or to open a case. Thank you for calling the Washington, D.C. office of Congresswoman Ocasio-Cortez, representing the 14th.
Break the wall! 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 Девушка, break the wall! Break the wall! Добрый день! Break the wall! Break the wall! Break the wall!
I thought that thing was going to poke my eye out with its massive facial limb. I've not seen a big fat cock on a face before.
I'm a mad fucking witch and there's a minister I hate for his everyday misogyny, not just that one text.
Thank you for calling the Washington, D.C. office of Thank you for calling the Washington, D.C. office of Congresswoman Ocasio-Cortez.
We're talking about something substantive. We're not calling anyone names. People say Tea Party of the left, and I find this phrase very interesting, this phrasing very interesting, because the grounding of the Tea Party was xenophobia, the underpinnings of white supremacy.
Yeah, stop with the name calling, you racist, white supremacist xenophobe.
I'm a mad fucking witch. I'm angry to the core. As I shriek my words, I seek to settle the score. Peter Dutton, you stand accused of failing to protect the women abused in Australia's black sites for refugees on the mainland and overseas.
Through service. And so my whole side of it is like, it may not be optics, it may not be great optics, it may not like look the best, and in terms of your opponents could use it as a political, exploit it as a political issue.
For failing to protect those who sought our care, who came the only way they could by boat, not air. I am a mad fucking witch, enraged at what I see, and I will fight till all the refugees are free.
And a man explains something, usually in a condescending or patronising manner, a bit like what I'm doing now, but to a woman. The union behind the phone line says mansplaining is a growing problem in the modern workplace.
With my Republican colleagues, they say things, and I'm like, what does that have to do with what we're talking about right now?
Rosie, don't women really need to just toughen up? And if somebody is being patronising, say, sorry, you're being patronising, please stop. We don't need a helpline, do we?
And this does happen. I mean, mostly it happens to me when I'm driving, when men who I don't even know stop and say, help me how to get into a corner or to park my car. Or indeed, when I'm driving somewhere I know very well, my husband decides to tell me where to go. You know, go left, I go right when I'm driving to my parents' house.
Driver, and women are just as guilty of doing that as men. I do it all the time.
That they always need to defer to someone else. I think it's quite helpful to find that you're not alone in feeling deeply frustrated about it.
There you go, Peter Lloyd. It's helpful because women won't feel so alone. You're rolling your eyes. That's a very feminine thing to do, if I can say so.
I'm so sorry. I can't help it. I mean, how patronising to women. It's almost unbelievable. It's almost, ironic. Although that said, I actually welcome this helpline because it is firm proof of how divisive and vindictive feminism has become. Now, if this came from any other nation, I would assume that maybe the sisterhood has developed a long overdue sense of humour and this is all just a bit tongue-in-cheek. But of course, it just confirms that Sweden has absolutely lost the plot on the gender debate, and there should be a warning shot to every other country and everyone else in the world. Do not let the gender bullies dictate the narrative. It's embarrassing.
You've been faulted for not having all your facts right. Mm-hmm. What do you tell them?
Well, when you actually look at the individual instances, a lot of times it's, we speak all the time. And whenever I have a slip of a figure and someone points it out, I'm totally fine correcting, say, sorry, not 10 years, 12 years, etc.
I'm smart. I understand. You can stop talking right now.
Let's go say hello. Come on. Do you even bench, bro? Do you even bench, bro? You don't even bench. I know.
Feminist. I also consider myself a feminist. She fights on every major issue that I really truly believe in. She is on my side, whereas the other candidate is not. So I think she is probably the most qualified person that we've ever had as a nominee to run for president.
Hey, stop! That's gay! Well, I support our president.
What does it stand for, though? What does
Make
that
America great again.
What? I never heard of that.
You haven't? Yeah, it's really good.
Tell me again, what does that stand for?
You tell me.
No, I don't remember.
You don't remember?
The M is for magic,
So whose lives matter?
Obviously,
all of them? All of them. All lives. What about black children in the womb? Not those ones?
I'm here to say hi to you and tell you.
No. I mean, if America was never great.
You can stand on the grass.
Is this permitted?
I was born here. That's just the way it's happened.
Right. So, but
people
if
can't
you
control
don't
where
love
they're
America,
born, and borders don't really exist.
They do.
Borders are a construct.
Nations do exist.
Nations exist. They're a construct.
Right. Mm-hmm. That we all abide by, unless.
People can choose to abide by them if they want
to. And if they don't, they suffer the consequences, like being put in. Okay. What group are you with?
Comment on that. I'm not with the group. I'm unaffiliated. I'm here volunteering for Black Lives Matter.
So why are you telling me where I need to go if you're not affiliated?
I'm suggesting that you walk down and check with the police to see if you're
authorized.
And if I
choose not to?
Because you believe in the police, right? If you choose not to, then we can just
chill
here together.
I believe in the Constitution.
What's that?
So I believe in America. Yeah. I should be able to walk anywhere I want to. I should be able to go there. I should be able to go in the middle.
The government can't prevent you, but as a private citizen, I can stand in your way. And you
believe
in that
if you
because
commit a
small
crime,
government, right?
you
believe in small
then you're held
government,
accountable to it.
What's that?
And then if you commit a crime, right? But you can't block my First Amendment right.
Here's what I'm going to ask you to do. I'm going to change my tone. Here's what I'm going to ask you to do.
Okay, let's hear it.
Here's what I'm going to ask you to do.
Okay, let's hear it. Hang on.
I'm going to ask you to walk away.
Yes.
Or else we'll just stand together for the rest of the day, and I will waste the rest of my time standing next to you.
But some people think you're not very smart.
Your reflexes aren't very good. Excuse me. Hang on, guys. Okay. Excuse me. Why do you guys immediately try to attack? Can you tell me?
Because you're a Nazi shithead.
Why do you say that?
Because you're out every time.
Excuse me.
Stop.
Excuse me. This is my property. This is my property.
Stop.
This is my property, dude.
Knock it off.
Excuse me.
Come on, man. Come on. Chill out.
Why are you trying to take my? Why do you guys assault people?
Back up.
Why is it okay to assault people?
You're proving his point. Stop. Just stop.
So who are the fascists?
You are. You fucking idiot.
Am I? I'm the fascist. Am I trying to silence you? Am I trying to silence your ability to speak? Am I trying? Who's trying to silence who? Who's trying to silence who?
Down. Look at my down. Look at my down. Look at my down.